Check, check. Cool. Hey, good evening. Sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. Let's get started with our Fantasy Empires stream here. All right, so hope you guys had a good weekend last week since we did this. You might have seen our Wandering DM show this past Sunday. We get to have our first house convention, which is a gathering of like about 25 friends for a full weekend of gaming that we used to do annually, and we haven't been able to do that for the last 3 years. So we were able to finally do that again just this past weekend, which was amazing and awesome, and I almost kind of didn't remember what that was like. So I'm kind of recovering right from the normal convention type thing the last couple of days. I was really spaced out Monday night. So here we are, kind of late Tuesday night. I think I've sort of got my wits back together, sort of. So hopefully you had a pretty good weekend. This here is episode 5 of me playing the 1993 SSI game Fantasy Empires, and I've been in a pretty war of attrition here with my leader Kelvin for 4 sessions, because again, when I picked a couple of enemies from the roster, I wasn't looking too carefully. I did pick the most powerful enemy, the 36th level mage E10 d'Amberville, who in Mystara known world canon is the leader of the Kingdom of the Wizards, the Principalities of Glantry. So I have been suffering right from turn 1. He's been smashing me with meteor swarms and weather control and death spells and all kinds of other stuff. But I have managed to fight back with my first level leader character Kelvin here. He's forced me to take over the entirety of the known world. So I have had to expand, spread out as much as possible, and I've actually taken over pretty much the entirety of the standard known world continent. And I currently have him squeezed into like a couple islands and a coastline. And so the question here is, we think he still has his 36th level mage on the board. And so the question is, can I assemble enough troops, avoid his death spells, and pigpile that one wizard to finally finish this game? We thought it was possible last time, but hopefully this is the week that'll do it. All right, so I'm going to get through the usual early 1990s content control by entering something from the manual. You know, it's funny playing in person this past weekend. It was like the first time in a while that I've had to print a whole lot of paper out. I actually, I'm playing online. I haven't actually been playing with a lot of, paper sheets and a paper binder like I normally do. So that was, I had to head down to my local copy shop and print out a whole bunch of stuff when I kind of forgot how to do that. Under quests, word 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Military? Yeah. Okay, so, sometimes I wish we could zoom out and see the whole continent here. But as you can see, all these white shields are mine, and I've taken over pretty much all these areas of the known world. There's some of these islands here that I haven't got yet. the bottom of the Theatus area. He's there, but I don't get to see that because it's over this water. So anything that's separated by water is just a mystery according to the Fog of War worlds that I'm playing with. Do I have all these places now? I do. I guess I took over every... Well, there's that. This place here I haven't got yet. Northern Rockholm. And this island right here, Osterlo Island. I'm pretty sure no one's there, so I probably ought to just take these places to finish off my my empire. And the places I do know are here. We've had some pretty ferocious fights here. I think I think he was coming from Theatus into here, and we've the capital of Karamiakos right here. We have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, like probably about 3 or 4 times at this point, taking that big series of castles and barracks and stuff like that are right here. So at that point, I've built an extensive castle system there. I guess that's a large castle, and there's 1 keep and there's 2 barracks spitting out troops there. So that has been a site of ferocious fighting. Pretty much all these spaces right around here have been. And he recently took this away from me, and I think he took this away from me. So I'm going to try to do that, finish off these islands, finish off this peninsula here. And hopefully that'll be it tonight. So, let me just look for any heroes. Haven't been doing super well in the hero game here. I've been getting some good advice from one of our patrons online, which is fantastic. So maybe if I played this again, I would probably do better at that. But I'm going to send my couple of clerics that I've just recently built on a quest. Hopefully they'll level up. Maybe come back with a magic item, not die. Do the same thing here. Mostly this is insurance at this point. If I just cannot get his wizard leader, then maybe I'll have some heroes in a little bit that I can send into the fray. New cleric there. I think I have some heroes down these islands, right? Yeah, making some new magic users. So once you get to 5th level, you should increase the quest level. So I do have a 5th level magic user here that I will send on a noble quest. A little bit dangerous right at that point, but we have found that sending a 5th level mage on a veteran's quest doesn't accomplish too much. So I'll do that. Okay. So, building troops. I got 177,000 gold pieces. My income's over 200,000 a turn, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I currently have about 5,500 troops on the board of different types. Okay, I have a number of heroes that are currently out on quests, which is good. So plenty of money to play with. My plan last time was I was trying to ring him with castles. The shield on the top, the tip top left, has got a little symbol if I have a castle there. So this was a really crappy place. This Corendus was a crappy place for him to take over because he now threatens like 6 different spaces, which I'm not super thrilled about. But these have castles, right? Oh, that does not have castles. I'm reading the wrong thing. What is the symbol for the castle? Right, it's the thing at the very bottom of the shield. Okay, so that's got castle defenses. Got all this does, but none of these do. So that was kind of cruddy. Let me. I think it costs 20,000 to make a small castle. Let me make one small castle here. Just so I can stop his advancement in that direction. And, you know, I'm going to do it here as well to protect those barracks. So the top left is the barracks symbol. The armory, rather. Okay, so there's that. Who's here? 30 regular fighters. Okay. So there's that. So now I'll build as many troops around here as I possibly can. you know, one way to kill the mage is with missile troops, and the only thing that does that in this game are elves, so build a whole lot of elves. Kind of pricey. You know what I should do if I can? If I have enough magic power at this point, I should use True Sight and see what he's got in these spaces. This space... Okay, there's a castle there, which I probably built. Oh, that was all the magic I have. So, you know, the magic in this game, your mana in these globes up here is building up based on how high level your heroes are. So since my hero game has been bad, my magic game has been bad as a result. So, I guess there are some castles here, so I gotta make sure I have siege engines. Like a battering ram. And such. You know, give me a catapult just for variety. I could build more barracks. I could build more armories, like in the near location. Oh my God, what a nice place that is. Does that have... What kind of defenses does that have? Just a small castle. And 5 barracks. Holy smoke. 5 armories. What would it cost to increase the castle there? Because that is 14,000. Okay, I'm gonna spend all my money too quickly. So let's make sure I'm actually using the armories. Holy smoke! This one place, I could almost spend all my money in the barracks just on this one place. That's amazing. Of stuff being built there, that's nice. So up here in the woods is where you can build a whole lot of elves. 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Okay, alright, so I got 24,000 gold left in this turn. More or less. Alright. so I don't know. Is that enough to build like another armory? Armory costs 15,000, so I could build one more armory here and spit out some troops. That's got it. That's got it. That's got it. Don't want him to capture it right off the bat. Maybe like right here would be nice. Great. Okay, so let's see what places have enough troops to take stuff over. Let's try to go from here to here. That'll take 2 turns. Let's see. These spaces I should be able to add to my stuff. I could just send that whole batch over there. Okay. So other stuff, I guess I could send to the mainland. I don't want to send it immediately right next to him because we've had situations where if you lose that space, then you lose everybody on the ships coming in, assuming there's a castle there, which there is. Should I? Yeah, I guess I'll send it one. I guess I'll send it one space over is what I'll do. Now, for most of the game, I was avoiding stacking up a whole lot of troops in one space. But I think we've been depleting his magic supply, so his area attack spells have been becoming less and less over time. So I guess I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive about forming a bigger army. You know, maybe I will. I'll send at least a couple here. Okay, there's no battering ram there. There's no siege engines with that place. Why is that not working? Oops, that's not enough. Gotta have at least 100 troops invading a place. To be safe about it. Alright, do I have enough here? Gotta have a siege engine to break into the building, although, you know, actually he was doing a pretty good job of just having missile units and just shooting my guys in the castle. That worked pretty well for him. But, geez, I've got to have... Okay, this is a likely attack point. That looks good to me. Alright, so that's pretty much what I got down near him. Now there's what was that one extra place here that I can take over. You know, I've never sent a boat like all the way from the top of the map to the bottom of the map. I'm almost curious about how many turns that would take. All right, so I'm starting to get to put. I'm starting to put together some good combined forces. I got fighters, I got elves, I got orcs. Doing pretty well there. So that's not enough to do anything useful with. All right, so I think that's my turn. So pretty much. So I think that's my turn. He keeps saying over and over again. All right, so I got, I'm invading here in Lake of Lost Dreams, where we've had like all kinds of battles over and over again. So I'm trying to get in there with about 250 troops and a battering ram. I don't think I'm sending any troops here yet, and in 2 turns, hopefully these islands get taken over. So let's see what kind of fighting happens this turn. So I am attacking D'Amberville in South Hataya. So that's the top part of the Thyatis island area, and I've attacked him there before. He's got a medium-sized castle there with 2 layers. So bringing quite a few troops here. I guess I'm going to go for a full-on assault. So the main thing is to get this battering ram in action. Hopefully it doesn't get shot down. Cover it with a bunch of fighters. And then have my elf archers here and here to give it support. So let's see how this works. Okay, so just reminding myself for a second. So I'm attacking, the controls are over here, the QWE section, and when I want to trigger the battering ram, that's the F3 key. Okay. All right, let's try this. Good luck, everybody. Don't have any magic. All right, so fiddling with the CPU speed here. So I clearly have the numerical advantage. That's good. Let's send in the battering ram right now. So that you can see, I can see that dot right in the middle. Oh, he got the battering ram. Dang it. Well, now I have no way of getting in. What are those guys up there not doing anything? Well, that's too bad. I guess I have to retreat. Orders are F2. And I can't retreat because I got here on a ship. That's too bad. All right, so now it's just how much damage can I do by shooting him? Not much. All right, so next time I try to move into Thyatis, I got to bring way more siege engines than that, I guess. Well, okay, so I actually eliminated a unit of his archers. Okay, let's see what else I can do here. So you can't get in past the wall, but apparently you can shoot freely over the wall. Find one of these other people on screen and shoot them. It's not working too well. I wonder what that is down there. That seems to be taking all of my shots pretty well. All right, so I clearly can't get into the castle here. So I'm gonna hit the escape button. Which causes this to be simulated off screen here. So I'm just gonna hit escape and let this do what it wants to do. All right, so that's kind of unfortunate. Gonna bring more siege engines to North Hatias next time.
But not well enough, it seems.
Alright, so killed some elves and some fighters of his. That was not the best outing. I am attacking him in Lake of Lost Dreams. Okay, so here is the Karamiakos area that he took one turn ago from me, I think. So again, bringing one battering ram, and if that gets shot on the way in, that sucks. But at least this place I can actually retreat from if I have to. So let's try this. Let's try getting closer to the wall and giving him more targets to shoot at before the ram comes in. All right, let's try this. Sending the ram in. Okay, so there's the gate, and the ram ought to be coming right in there. Please don't block the way in, guys. Here it comes. He may not actually have missile troops here. I'm not hearing any shooting, so hopefully this will work in my favor. Here we go. That's a stout gate. Great, thank you. All right. Might be one more gate inside here. I guess they gotta break down. Great. All right. Okay, so we're in and find. There we go. does have some elves there. Okay. Good. Great. So I lost 150 fighters. That was more than it looked like. But he lost everything, and I took that space back. So that's a good sign. All right, and that's the turn. Okay, so he doesn't have, so he's not managing to pull off any new attacks on me, which is good. Magic has been used against me. Let's see how bad he's managed to make it. So there's a death spell. I was building up an army there. The space right above it, I'm sending a whole bunch of people on boats. Alright, so 2 death spells, and what they do is they kill about half of the troops in that space. I would actually prefer that versus like meteor swarms that are going to be breaking down my buildings there. And here comes some heroes back from quests. That's good. I think I'd rather have the Displacer Cloak. Great. Great. I would rather have the bow. Mace +1 or Displacer Cloak. I'd rather have a magic weapon, I think. Okay, so pretty good. So I took over Lake of Lost Dreams, which is right here. So I've got him pinned in the northern Thyatis area. Do I have enough to do True Sight now? I do not. All right. So I got some ships coming into these places probably next turn. Let's boost up my heroes if I can. Well, that's interesting. So I have a whole rash of 5th level elves right here. 5th level elves. You know, let's get them on noble quests. Actually, I want somebody to succeed at a noble quest, which I don't think has actually happened yet. All right, so call that good. Let's see here, castles. Alright, so next time I need more siege engines. So let's start building like a whole crud load of catapults right here and maybe right here as well. Right, in this place that I could spend an enormous amount of money on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good with that. Yeah, that's good. Suppose if I was... Wait, did I lose this? I had this space, right? Oh, man. Did he manage to invade that and I didn't have anything there? Is that what just happened? Well, that sucks. Well, okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to start focusing on the spaces that are down near him. So it's like at this point I might not actually manage to move all these units. Okay, so I get this. Right, so there's a keep I need to put down. And here, okay. In this late game, I might actually be prone to forget to have to put down keeps in places. Interesting. Oh, and here, right, okay. That would be super embarrassing if I forget to protect my places with keeps, which is mandatory. All right. Where else? Alright, that's a pretty good army coming up there. I like that. Alright, do I have enough to actually invade this space? And again, I don't have true sight available. So, a lot of fighters, no siege engines there. Okay, that's maybe legitimate. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot from here. Okay, so I got 100 fighters and 2 battering rams. That's just like kind of the bare minimum I would want. Let's take a shot with that. Because I want to put some pressure on him while other stuff come up. Of course, there is the you know, the counter argument that the more battles he wins, the more his troops level up from regulars to veterans to elites. So if you put really nothing burger attacks together, you're actually only serving to level him up. But I think I want to put the pressure on. Alright, do I have enough? Okay, so now I have to re-invade this island here, Irendi Island. Anybody get enough here? No. I just sent everybody out last time. might have possibly overdone it last turn because I sent absolutely everybody from my island places, but I really ought to leave at least a couple people in the castle territory to defend it. So I might have made an error there last turn. All right. So should I build? So I got 100,000 gold left. Should I build more barracks? Maybe yes. Should I build more castles? Maybe yes. I'm gonna go for it. So I'm gonna completely ring him in with castles. One here and one here. And then I'll build some more barracks. I keep calling them barracks for some reason. I'll build more armories here. I'll build a ton of them. Alright, so that'll allow me to build a couple siege engines and a whole bunch of fighters right there. So that's what's being built there. Alright, so 14,000 gold left. Let's call it good enough. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Let's see what happens on this turn. I am sending one invasion force in here, and I think I got a couple islands being invaded by ships from 2 turns ago. Something like that. Let's see. So I'm attacking D'Ombreville and Fletcher Island. I think I can start recording this. So this is an island, and I'm just going to automatically lose all these 100 orcs. So Fletcher Island definitely has a castle in it. Alright, so this is a lost cause. I guess he's got, what, 2 wizard towers and a cleric territory here, I guess is what he's got. So that's unfortunate. Let's just see what happens. Alright, that's too bad. So he hasn't got very much stuff in that castle. I'm wondering if I can see visibly what he's got. Maybe that'll help me. Alright, that's kind of too bad. So it doesn't look like he's got missile troops there, just a bunch of warriors. So, I don't think I can retreat. Yeah, that's not an option here because of the ship issue. So I'll just hit escape and simulate my defeat, basically. So that's too bad.
Well, could have bested Eve.
Alright, I'm attacking him in... Weird. Oh man, I must have let him take this place over. Boy, I've got to stop doing that. So I think I must have moved all my troops out and he must have sent troops in on a ship. He took it over and now I'm trying to take it back. I think is what's happening. That is embarrassing. So now I have to bash down the 3 levels of castle that I actually made, that I built myself. Alright, gotta do better defending the castles. A lot of room for improvement here in my Fantasy Empires game. Let's see if I can possibly do this. I wonder how many troops he moved in there. That's quite a few troops, actually. Kind of interesting how he's got them placed in the big castle setup. Interesting. Are they coming out? Is that what's happening? Okay, let's send the battering ram in and bust down this giant gate. let's make a go of it. I'm going to protect this ram until it gets all the way through all the gates. I don't want it to die halfway down here. Oh, there's a mage. Oh, jeez, okay. Okay, so that kind of changes things. So he's got... I don't know if that's his leader mage here. Left. The game does oops, there you are. The game claims that D'Ambreville is there's none better. He's an immortal at combat. Boy, I'm actually getting lost in the I built this castle so big. I'm actually getting lost in my own castle. Did I guess? There's one gate I didn't get through. Is that what happened? Huh. I mean, huh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that wasn't actually that bad. So I lost about 50 fighters. I mean, I only had 80. I might actually lose that. I'm wondering if I'm going to lose that space rate again right now. So I lost about 50 fighters out of 80 in the battering ram. And he lost 160, and we did manage to kill one of his magic users. That's a good sign. I like that. What else? Alright, so I'm attacking him in Corendus. So that's on the coastline there. And I do have 100 fighters and 2 rams, so hopefully I'll be able to get in there. But I don't have very many fighters. Let's try this. Now I wonder, so he's got one single unit. I wonder what that is. Like, could be a single mage, maybe? That's possible. I mean, he tends to be so aggressive. He tends to shoot down his own walls with his mage. So there might be a couple holes there at this point. I'll wait for my battering rams to get down here. All right, here are my guys. Where is he? I may not have enough guys to F1 switches units. Why are you not moving? Okay, so I guess so. Right, so I've got this unit here. I guess it's my last unit of 20 guys, so there's nobody to flip to. And you can see he's messing up his. All right, so okay, so there he is. And all I have is the battering ram left. So the battering ram hit the gate, drew back. That's my only unit. I can't attack with it, so we're done. I wonder what level that mage is.
You should learn to expect the unexpected, for it will often take the most prepared foe.
All right. So his one mage managed to hold me off. They have a pretty good fire rate with those wands of fireballs. Now, one thing not happening here is he's not hitting me with magic attack spells at the moment. I'm just getting some heroes back. Seeing what magic items they've currently got. Or who died. Alright, okay, so that's neat. Okay, so item number 1, throw down keeps in new places, or places that lost them. Okay, took over that place, that's good. Took over that place, that's good. Okay, so this is all secured. Throw down heroes on quests, so maybe I can get more magic. All right, I'm going to start pulling the heroes into the fight. Actually, if I have to battle this. Possibly this last mage character, I'm gonna start actually using them instead of sending them on quests. So next thing is building troops. There's more. Interesting. What I will do is I will build elves over here. All right, like that. use this. Okay. All right, so now where can I possibly... So I really want to hit him. So he's got a castle there. I want to hit him with like really large numbers. That's pretty good. So 450 fighters, 200 elves, 2 battering rams. That's pretty good. Let's take a shot with that. I still have to take these spaces here. Okay, so Fletcher Island has a castle. I'm sending in 180 orcs and a ram. It's legitimate. That's not enough. Let's see, that can do some damage. That I think I'll build up some more. Pretty big empire. Got a lot of clicking to do to move people around. Command and control, always an issue. Okay, what have we got here? Right. That's a pretty good force right there, but I don't I mean, I just lost about that many trying to take out his mage, which might be the last one possibly. So I'll keep him... Oh, that's weird. Did not think that was a water space. All right. Yeah, let's try that. All right, let's try that for my turn. So I think I have a pretty big invasion force coming in here, and there might be some people landing on islands this turn. I got a large amount of money left over. Maybe I should make an armory right here and build some troops. Try that. And, you know, how about another armory right here? Try that. And, you know, okay, so these places here, where can I build elves? I can build elves right here. That's an important space. So I got, and we've been fighting over this over and over again. Got plenty of money. Let's improve the castle. And let's throw down another armory. Right, I can build clerics and wizards. That's a great space. So I'm going to build another armory here, and then use that to build elves. What other places can I build elves? This I can build elves, not there, here. So let's, yeah, let's make an armory here. So I'm trying to get places that are close by the action that are building elves. So that's pretty good. All right, let's try that. So I'm attacking D'Amberville in Carindus. I got one castle, I got 2 battering rams, got a bunch of elves. So this seems to be a better situation. Let's see. There's a limited. I can only put 25 units on the board at once, so I got to make sure everything I need is here. So throw in the rams here and here. Okay, I really want the about half elves and half fighters is really what I want. So about 5 units of fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put down elves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 3 units I can do left. Just for flavor, I'll put in some orcs. I'll put in some shadow elves. That's probably it. Alright. So this is a little bit more serious of an attack. Let's try that. Going to get these guys in position, let them be targeted by missile fire. Okay, so let's get that made sure. Make sure that my sending in the rams. Pretty furious fight right at the gate. Switches to another unit. That's okay. Son of a bitch. Boy, it takes out a lot of people. Now there's clearly a bunch of holes in the wall here, which he might have blasted himself with his wizards, so... let's take advantage of that. There's my rams coming through, which is good. I'm mostly hoping... okay, I might have actually taken out that mage, because he was normally... okay, yeah. I think I got him. Probably, it's quite likely that the elves... okay. So, that took me about 160 troops. Okay, some fighters, some elves, some orcs I lost. But the important thing is that I wiped out his magic user. Plus 120 fighters. So that might possibly have been his chief mage, actually. So that was definitely worth it. What's happening here? So he's attacking me. He's attacking me in Duchy of Thyatis. So I must... maybe I just took over this space? I don't think I had this. He's attacking me. Okay, so I don't have many troops here, so basically, and I don't have any missile troops, so the only thing, I can just hope that he's screwed up and doesn't have any way to get through the castle, and also no missile troops. So he's just got to, if he has anything other than just fighters, I'm going to lose this. Yeah, that's a lot of troops, and this doesn't look good. He's not running away. So if he's not just running away, I have to get out and confront him so these missile troops don't just kill me entirely. F1 switches. I only have the one unit, so... could you please let me out? Wait, I'm the defender, so it's F2 that... it's F10 that switches. Okay, there we go. So, nothing I can do here but just try to cause some kind of damage. Oof. I'm doing remarkably well in the arcade version of this game. So this, like, the guy that I'm controlling right now just wiped out about 4 enemies. And it's funny because other games, other campaigns I play here, I don't usually do nearly as well as I'm doing right now. I usually lose quite a bit at the arcade game. Is there a back gate? Is there a back gate to the castle? There is. Okay, so I can go up this way. Catch him by surprise, possibly? Ooh, that's some elves. Alright. So that's kind of too bad. Okay, took out quite a few things of his. Some veteran elves, veteran fighters were in there. Okay, lost that space. But I hope this doesn't turn into like whack-a-mole everywhere. So I'm attacking him in South Hatay. So here's the place that's across the water. That's really the I think the main capital of Thyatis is here. So I'm bringing a whole lot of troops. Make sure the ram's on the board. 2, 3, 4. There's my fighters, got a bunch of elves. So this will be a much better matchup. I feel good about this. Let's try to get through this medium castle. Oh. So I guess, is this the place where he's just got the one mage again? So if it is, at least now that I have elves coming in, I can probably shoot him to death. So this ought to be a pretty good matchup for me. There go my elves being really aggressive and fast, which is great. So looking, I'm not hearing mage firing happening. Alright, trying to get over here to the gate. Urgh. So many people. Okay, let's smash down that gate. Yeah. Great. So I didn't lose anybody. I think he just had one unit of soldiers in there. Yeah, okay, so 9 regular fighters. That was pretty easy. So I finally got that space. What's happening here? I am attacking Damberville and North Hatias. I feel like I've taken... I feel like I've attacked this place a whole bunch of times. But this time I'm bringing elves, so that will help me. Alright, so he's got a fairly good-sized force in there. So I turned on the rams. They'll be coming on screen in just a second or so, if we don't block their way. Oh man, don't block their way, man. Let them in. Ah, we're being logistically stupid. Oh man, don't go over there. Oh jeez. That was unfortunate. Rack number 2. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Come on. Oh, jeez. What the heck? What can I do about that? Have I lost the rams? Where are the rams? Well, unfortunately, you know, I think that... I fear I might have lost the rams, so this actually might be a lost cause here. Where is he? Where is this dude? Now I had elves. They might not be on the board anymore, so I think I might have lost this. Yeah, I mean, I had 2 here. I agree with that, Disparrow. Good to see you tonight. I think what just happened was the danger of actually blocking. Oh, did we have elves? Okay. of actually accidentally blocking the rams, because I think they just take one shot at it. They come in, and if they don't get the gate, then they just stand next to the wall waiting to be killed, basically. Can I possibly win this with the elves? I feel like this is a really even match right here. Ugh. Boy, this is so close. Dang it. Unfortunately, I think I'm losing. I think the AI accuracy here I just can't beat. I got it lined up with Is there a purple? There is. That's disappointing. Yeah, okay.
All is well, good bested Eve.
So that attacking the castle is kind of like there's a balancing act between I want my fighters, close to the wall to, be ready to go through the gate and to be able to be the target of missile fire as the rams come in. But if I'm too close, I actually wind up blocking off the entryway and the rams can't actually get through. So that's what happened there, and that's a little embarrassing. So he lost about 90 troops there. So I'm going to have to attack that space again at some point. Alright, so so attacking him in South Hatias. So I got the one ram here. Use it wisely. Oh, he's attacking me. Alright. Okay, so protect it wisely. So elves, right? So elves are important. So put the missile troops here, and here, and here. Okay, and I guess what we've seen in the past is if I'm going to use the fighters at all, I should keep them outside the castle so they can actually do something. So we'll start off with the barrage strategy, which means just stay where you are and shoot if you can. And we'll see how that does. And then if that's not working super well, I'll switch to assault and have my fighters come around and get in the battle. So I'm defending, so it's different keys here. All right. So, and he's retreating, which is good. Great. All right, so he built up a little bit of magic. Let's see what he managed to do. So cast a death spell here. I have a feeling he can't have two. Well, there's another one here. This had a whole bunch of troops being built up there. That kind of sucks. Bastard. All right, that's not too bad. Some heroes coming back, some heroes getting obituaries. A ring of fire resistance. Well, I mean, the main thing he's doing is his mage is blowing me up with fire, so yeah, keep that. Ugh. Losing a lot of heroes in quests. Alright, keep time. New places that I took over. So I did take that. That is a good sign. Alright, so he's pushing out here. At least I'm on this peninsula so I can see where he is at least. Not happy he took that over, so that's the whack-a-mole situation. Any islands I took over? Not seeing that. So there's only 4 spaces on the board that I don't control. These 2 plus 2 islands over there. So I'm closing in on him. Do I have... I really want the True Sight spell. Probably. So are these his last 2 spaces? Probably. Again, if he's in these islands, I'm not going to know. I fear that he might have taken over this island here, possibly. And because of the Fog of War, I don't see him because they don't consider me as being adjacent. So I do have True Sight. What has he got here? No troops. Can I see this? I can't. That's it. I just get 1 True Sight per turn. I mean, I have magic users. Those are True Sight's a cleric spell. I do have. You know, I don't even know how Animate Dead works. I'm going to use that just to find out. Where do I... Do I do it in my space? Is that what I do? Alright, 25 undead troops have been raised to aid my cause. You know, that's not too much, but it's something. Alright. Okay, so heroes, I'm probably about done with that. I'm going to actually use them. Think about where I can actually attack from. Now that place has got a castle because I built it trying to hem him in. So I need stuff. Alright, that is legitimate. Now remember to leave some troops behind, not the rams. Jeez, what's the heck? There we go. Okay, so just leave a couple fighters back so somebody's around to defend. What about here? What about here? That's legitimate. What about here? That's very legitimate. Can I attack him? Okay, so I pretty much gotta have siege engine, so let's build some of that stuff. So, to make absolutely sure that I get this space here. That seems like that's going to be a clinch. And what else? Places that I can invade from. This is legitimate. Not quite. Not quite. Looking around for places that have like 100 troops and some kind of siege weapon. That has... Alright, I built up a whole bunch of stuff there. Let's send an invasion force from here to here. That seems pretty good. Okay. And just kind of reinforce other places. So obviously I'm converging on them with big numbers of armies. At least in the scale of this game, of course. That's interesting. You know, just pile them in. Okay, let's try that. So that's the moves that I'm making. And make sure I use all these armories here, just as long as I have resources to spare. If I was really smart, I'd like build a catapult to defend these places. If I don't have access to elves, then I guess that's the next best thing, or a ballista or something like that. Okay, that's probably pretty good. So building up around the spaces that I have to fight him at. Right, these places I could build magic users if I wanted to. Alright, let's call that my turn. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Let's see how this goes. So he's attacking me in South Atai, so we keep battling over this. So I got some elves, which is good. Some shooty type stuff. And put the fighters on the outside. And why not put the undead out in front? Just because I feel not very loyal towards them. So start off with the barrage. I think he came in here last time and just retreated, I think. So let's see how it happens this time. Oh, that's a lot of people. So I'm defending. F10 switches to another unit. Okay, so I got my undead here under control. This is actually the first time I've ever actually controlled them. So let's switch to assault mode. Sounds like there's a mage coming at me. Okay. Ooh. Fighters. I think I do a better job controlling the fighters than the elves. Mm-hmm. Come on, follow me and get me action. Well, I at least took out his frontline fighters. I don't know who's where I. Dang it. I really wish my elves could get those mages. That would be nice. I wonder if these are all mages? So I got 3 units left. 3 enemy units left. I'm wondering what they are. So, yeah, he had 3 mages. Okay, so managed to pigpile him. For some pretty good fighting there. He had 280 regular fighters, some veteran elves, 3 mages. And I lost about 150 things. Okay, so pretty good fight there. Managed to hold him off. Okay, so now I'm attacking him on this island that I failed to take earlier. So this is obviously going to be a general assault. Get the ram in the picture. Alright, so hopefully this will work better this time. I think last time he only had fighters. Jeez, there's a lot of people in there. So, don't block the gate. Now, unfortunately, he's got... don't block the gate. Don't block the gate, you dummies. Ah! Jeez, he caught me there. Okay, well, he's blown down his own walls, so... Ah! Wow. Alright, that one I didn't do so well in the arcade game, so that one I actually lost. That's too bad. Interesting. He destroyed his own armory, I think. Weird. Did I destroy an armory? Weird. Okay. With the ram? I guess that's right. I guess that's like for both of us, I guess. Okay, so didn't take it that time. Fletcher Island. That's being a pain. So he's attacking me in Lake of Lost Dreams. We keep fighting over this over and over and over again. Now I have an enormous number of elves, so this is going to be all kinds of shooty stuff. And some shadow elves. and then my field army here. So I don't know what he's bringing. Right, so I actually have more units that I can put on the board here. So let's try this. I can't imagine he has enough stuff at this point to take this well-defended castle. Defending. Flip over to the melee guys. Going through all my mini units. Okay. So here I am with the orcs. Yeah, he seems to have nothing here. Well, there's mages. Okay, so kill him. F9. Okay, so going to assault mode here. Go kill what's shooting at us. That? There's this weird little ruiny castle thing up here on the attacker side of the board on this map. Which is this weird little thing. That is so strange. Cool. Alright, so he had a mage there that I managed to kill and about 160 other things there. That's good. Okay, lost quite a number of things there because of the mage. I am attacking him in Duchy of Thyattis. Great. Okay, so you think one ram isn't enough? Have 3. Alright. So just a small castle. I got 1 gate I got to get through. Pretty good number of forces he's got. I do not have missile forces. It sounds like he does. Alright, let's send in the rams there. Oh, there's a... That's him. Okay, so he's got his... Jeez, he's killing me fast. Now, I fear that I've done I've made the mistake-ish thing of... Yeah, is I think that his troops are all elite because I've come in with kind of cruddy attacks a couple times, so that he very quickly wiped out all 200 of my forces there, so that's going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, so he's got veterans, and now they're elites, unfortunately, so I was losing people really fast there. That's going to be tough. So I might have to bring heroes into that. Same thing, huh? Same thing. Well, it is what it is. I wonder if I wonder if I could draw him out of range of his elves and at least be battling his regulars without the missile fire. Is that possible? Let's try this. This seems like a faint hope. So for the moment, I'm just hanging out. I'm going to try to catch... I'm going to see if his regular troops, if his fighters come out. Oh man, now I'm in range. Well... Okay, let's go for the assault. And I guess I'll just send in the rams right now, and hopefully we get there at the same time. Oop, kill, if his elves are on the field, kill them at least. Oof. Oof. Yeah, okay, so these elite troops of his are wiping me out real fast. That's sort of how the arcade normally feels to me in most games that I play of this. Yeah, he's right. He's killing enormous squads of my guys and losing almost nothing. Same place, right? Same place. Okay, so now... Okay, so now I'm bringing a whole bunch of things. Here and here. Okay, so the important thing will be the elves now. Alright, so I've maxed out how many things I can have on the board. Let's go for a frontal assault this time. Boy, I really hope my missile troops help out here, because he's chewing me up really badly. F1 switches the troops. Okay. That's a lot of missile fire. Trying to approach a little bit carefully here, trying to find the gate. Yeah, these... Yeah. These elite fighters he's got is going to be a real problem now. Plus he's got a bunch of missile troops. Go for it. Dang it. Alright, so here is my rams, for some reason hung up. I don't know why. Well, here's... Why are you guys hung up right now? I feel like that lake feature on this board is making the rams get confused about how to track forward. So maybe I should, if there's anybody else around here, maybe these people are in the way. Yeah, this lake feature is making people confused. So I'm gonna try to get the troops around that. At least protect the elves. I have a lot of elves. Okay, F1. So that is a little frustrating. The Rams are not going forward. I don't understand. Can I? What if I? Okay. All right. So I rebooted them. All right, hopefully this does it. Track left, right, yeah. Oh, did they? You got shot. Okay, I got one more. I think I see that dot in the center there. That's my second ram, and I think they shot that. That sucks. There's our enemy elves. So I think I might have enough missile fire here that I think I might be able to win this. Rats. So these guys are in the open. Worst case scenario, you know, at least this fight degraded his elite fighters. So I've lost an enormous number of troops trying to take this area, but at least he doesn't have a huge army of elite fighters at the end of this turn. At least there's that. Boy, I wish I... Oh, okay, all right, okay. So I just killed one unit, so there's one unit left, and I've got them outnumbered. I think I can do this. All right. Whew, that was tough. I lost a lot of stuff there. Took about 300 troops. And he only had, what was that, 54, they only had about 90, but they were all veterans and elite, so that was a tough fight. But I won it. Right, that turn it took, what, 3 waves of attacks? I think I had 3 different assaults on that castle there. All right, so here come my heroes back. Boots of Speed, oh, that's interesting, do that. A Sword of Slowing, oh, that's interesting. All right. So that is the space that we were fighting over. That is Duchy of Theatis right there. So finally got that. What else? Anything else? I guess that's probably it, eh? I got attacks coming on those islands. This is pretty much the last place I need. North Hattais, which we keep fighting over again and again and again. I'm gonna true sight that space. It's got one small castle, it's got one armory. It's not super important, but that is going to be the last place. So, let's build stuff. Why is this place not... Okay, I'm building all siege engines is what I'm doing there. That's a really important place. Right there. I'm gonna build three more armories. So I can get stuff. So I think the lesson here is you can take a castle with just elves, with just ranged weapons to shoot the defenders. Right, you can actually go without siege engines to break down the wall. But elves on this board are not easy to get. They're only in the Alfheim region, or I guess there's quite a few around Karamiakos, where most of the basic D&D modules were set. Let's try that. Okay, so I will be reinforcing wherever I have stuff. I'll bring it down. A whole lot of heroes now. Okay, so where can I actually make attacks from? Here? Yeah. Here? It's not a... Okay, not... I could, but that's not a great matchup. Here? Yes. Here? No. I'm not going to send two magic users in alone to attack a space. That would be unwise. Yeah, that's definitely nice. Let's do that. Okay. This space. That's a giant army. Okay, so I finally have an actual big army together. Alright, let's try that. So it's clearly coming down to the end game here. Not too much I need to worry about. Alright, let's try that. So I think I've got attacks coming in probably all three of these places. You know, if I have enough magic energy, I might as well. Okay, I don't. Alright, so there's that turn. Alright, here I am again, attacking Fletcher Island. So there's the ram. Elves are nice. And then a whole bunch of orcs. And this is the group coming out of, I think, Malfeggy Swamp. It's still not very much. Let's try that. F1. Alright, seems like, unless he's got like a whole bunch of mages, seems like I've got the advantage here. He's got a whole bunch of mages. Just sit tight here, guys. Come on. Don't block it. So the ram ought to be coming in right now, and I think we blocked the damn gate again. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to try to shepherd it to the gate. Ah, shit, these guys are So the enemy is attacking my ram, which is what I was... Okay, we got there. Come on. No, no, no. Don't let him... Good. Okay, thank you. And I think there's another gate inside we gotta get through. Okay. Alright, finally. Ah, alright, and just, okay, 1 second before he fireballed the battery. Where is he? Alright, whew, jeez.
The battle is won. Indeed, you have proven yourself superior.
Ugh, take a little beverage. That was tight. So he's using mages a lot better than I am, obviously. All right, great. Okay, so I am no longer getting affected by his attack spells, and I've sent, I'm going around eliminating his mages. Finally took that space right there. That was critical. So that's all the important stuff, and the only thing left over, and this space. So that's the last space right there. I'm pretty sure he's on IRND Island here, I think. So now it's just a matter of just getting this. Okay, so any place that has enough to assault it, I'm going to send troops in. That's not enough. So close. That's a good deal. Let's do this. Okay, so send 100 troops and 5 battering rams and a 6th-level magic user. Just be like 5 behind or so. Great. Anything else? And happy to send in multiple waves if I can, like from Malfiggy's Swamps. Doing pretty well. Oh, I can taste it. Where else? Here? Here? Oh, what a relief to actually take over all of Thyatis. That was a lot of hard fighting over there. It's about a little after 1 a.m. here, New York time, for this late night stream that I do. And my point is, I've gotten hungry. What do I have left here? Okay, a bunch of fighters, a bunch of elves. That's all good. So I'm just building forces around these last islands I need to take. I'm not using my whole empire at this point. If Malfiggy's Swamp had elf training facilities, it would really have the whole package. But all right, let's. So I've sent a couple naval forces into IRND Island here. So let's see if that does it. Great. Okay, I think that was it. So so I guess he didn't have any forces there. And let me just go around and see if I have forgotten. You know, what he might have forces at sea. So I'm pretty sure I have every single space on the map now. Just kind of scanning the border. So I think I have every single space on the map. But he might possibly have heroes out on quests that might take a couple turns. He might have forces on boats that might be out for a couple turns. And so it might be a couple turns before I'm officially declared the winner, but I think I just won. So I'm just going to build around like any coastal territories in case he's got naval forces that are about to land or something like that. But I think I just won the game effectively. Alright, I might be being a little silly here, but I do like using all my resources. Okay, so in this space, he keeps coming in there with troops, so I've lost that multiple times before. Alright, let's call that a day. Let's see if that's the end of the game. I think it is. Oh, nope. Still fighting. Okay, so like I said, he must have had naval. He must have had forces at sea. What's he doing here? He is attacking me in Utter Island. Utter Island. Wow. Not letting me go. Let's see if I can hold him off here. This looks pretty even. I just might not. If he's got missile troops, this might not go in my favor. I'm not hearing any mage fires, so that's a good sign. And these guys are clearly not elites. They're not just going through me like wheat. I'm the defender. Yes, oh, these guys are stuck. Good, good. Alright, so all he had was regular fighters on that amphibious landing. So that I can deal with. Oh, this lake is a pain. Ooh. Dang it. Great. Whew. All right, so he landed there with 180 fighters, and I managed to wipe them all out. Only lost 23, so that worked out pretty well. I really did not want him to get a foothold and start coming back on me, so that was important. Great. The realm of D'Amberville has been shattered. Some of my lands were damaged. I don't care about that. Yeah, okay, so I didn't lose a space. Where was that? Otter Island? Not here. Not here. Is it here? Not even sure. Oh, there it goes. Right, so he was attacking here on Utter Island. You know, just to polish this off, I'm going to put a castle there. Just to prevent that from happening again. Well, there already is a castle there. Is that right? No, there we go. Just put a small castle there. Whew. All right. So I think it's going to take another turn before it realizes that I won. Is that how this works? I feel like a turn later. Is that? Yeah. Here we go.
tested every challenge I have offered you. You are indeed worthy of immortality.
That's pretty good. That's a good deal. So you can keep playing, right? And I have no opponents on the board, but if you're interested in like leveling up your heroes, or if there's more forces that you haven't got to play around with, you can possibly do that. And I actually have won my game of Fantasy Empires. So it took a while. It did take 5 sessions, and I actually am going late tonight for this 5th one. So I could play better, right? And thanks to our viewer, definitely Joe, who's been chatting with me on our Discord server at Wandering DMs to help me out. So I could definitely play better. I could do better with the Heroes game, leveling them up and then having them high enough to be actually usable in battle. Having more mage heroes has my magic mana building up faster and has more, campaign scale spells I could use. I think I made a couple dumb moves of like leaving castles entirely undefended a couple times, when if I just left even 20 elves in one, that would have been better. Let me see. Stuff like that. I think in the future, I might not turn on Fog of War. The default in this game is to not have Fog of War on. And I think having Fog of War on makes the end game be this whack-a-mole of like, where is he on the islands? And you have to go and take every single island before that the game is over. So I think I did fairly well, and I guess I would pay more attention to actually what enemy I'm actually picking, or what package of enemies, because you can't have as many as 4 opponents in this game, and I would probably pick enemies that are closer to my level, which I believe is now 2nd. So once you take over the entire world, your leader advances 1 level, so now I have a 2nd level leader, and I probably wouldn't go up against a 36th level mage. I think several of us think I got a little bit lucky that D'Amberville was down on the islands, and the AI wasn't super great about expanding by boat off the islands, whereas I knew to immediately jump onto the mainland, and that at least gave me the opportunity to expand here and get a resource advantage on him. So I think I kind of dodged a bullet on that one. But honestly, I'm kind of happy with myself. I'm glad I managed to do that. When we started the first session, many of us thought I was just doomed in the first hour. So the fact that I did dig in and fight back from that, I'm actually pretty happy about my immortality and 2nd level. That's a pretty good reward. And then if I want to get 3rd level, I got to do it all over again. I got to start all over and take over the world a 2nd time, and so on and so forth. So that's Fantasy Empires. Desparrow, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Any other questions you have about that game before I wrap up here? I'm gonna save that. Just so I can prove that I actually won that. Awesome. So I like that, and the interface for the games at this time is a little bit wonky. I'm doing a whole lot of clicking. I have to do this scroll around kind of thing. Possibly if this particular game didn't have Fog of War, didn't have the particular strategic situation where I had to expand and spread out, and wasn't able to build up big armies because of his meteor swarms. Maybe this would have gone a little bit faster, perhaps. But I like it, and frankly, I play it here now. It's 30 years after it was made, and now I kind of want to get better. Honestly, playing it has just made me like I could play better and become more skilled at it, and that's kind of what's on my mind here. I actually have a treasury of over 1 million gold pieces. That's cool. I just noticed that. Yeah, I think this game seemed like it was like about as much of a war of attrition as I've ever played here. So this seemed to be kind of like a lot of the times I will play in, like, particularly if I lose, it might be in the first hour and a half. So this particular game was kind of a war of attrition that was going much, much slower than these games normally do. So for whatever that's worth, I accidentally caused that to happen. So for my next game, I'm thinking about, again, kind of sticking with the 1993 time frame. I'm thinking about playing Dungeon Hack, which is a branded advanced D&D game. And you're solo adventuring in a mega dungeon, and it's 3D perspective. It's kind of like Doom perspective kind of thing. And that goes, it goes fairly fast, although the dungeon can be really big. And the funny thing, I like it. The funny thing is I don't think I've ever won it. It's a hard game. So I think I might take a try at Dungeon Hack and see how far I get. But I actually don't think I ever managed to beat it. So we'll see how far I get with that when I do that next week. All right, so there's Fantasy Empires. I actually kind of like it. I like these, D&D fantasy war games type stuff. So I do keep coming back to that over and over again. So thanks for hanging out, and thanks to the Sparrow here who's live. And if you watch this in a recording, hope that was interesting. And I'll be back next week. Let me see. I'm on. We got TDR on the Wandering DMs channel happening this Thursday, and we're back with our Cyberpunk game that Christian's running. And then we'll be back with the standard D&D talk show Sunday at 1 p.m. So hope you'll join us for those things. And I'll be back next late Tuesday night for more Dan Plays Games from the Elder Times for Dungeon Hack last time. See you then. Take care, everybody.